Well, tax season is coming up and we know that it's everybody's favorite time of year. Hi, I'm Daphne Bousquet with the Communications Committee, and I'm here today with Thomas Wicker, a CPA who's going to have some great tips for us because, you know, we need them. Hey Thomas, so what are some of the mistakes that you see realtors make when you do their taxes?
Yeah, of course. So one of the big things is commingling funds, having your personal and your business stuff set up on the same card. So one of the biggest things we want to do with new real estate agents, first off, is get yourself a different credit card or a business line credit. Some type of thing that separates your personal and your business from each other. Some other errors that we see are just misdocumenting of mileage and kind of commingling with where you've driven total mileage for the year versus having your personal mileage wrapped in there. So just having a good software that documents that for you, or having an Outlook calendar where you know where you went that day so you can go back at the end of the year and see. But just some good information taking tips.
Okay, great. So what is your number one tip for real estate agents? Or if you have more than one?
Gotcha. So there's a couple. So I'd say the biggest thing is we try to make sure you're aware of every bill that you're going to get from the tax side. So one would be, make sure to at least budget 30% of your gross commissions, for tax time. And there's quarterly payments as well. So seeing where you're at throughout the year with how much money you've brought in, and that just kind of shows the importance of having a CPA working with your tax situation, of just knowing where you're going to be at towards the end of the year. But we see a lot of agents that don't budget the correct amount for the end of the year, and they get surprised that they owe so much, or the best scenario that they don't owe enough or as much as they think that they would owe.
Right. Yeah, we definitely don't want to owe that much at the end of the year. So actually, with that in mind, what are some good deductions that you could?
Yeah, so basically with anything, as long as it assisted you in generating revenue or generating a commissions, it's going to be deductible. And there's multifaceted for some different types of deductions, but the best deduction for real estate agents is always going to be mileage. With this upcoming year, we're getting 65 cents on the mile as a tax deduction. Another great one is just going to be, your broker fees are going to be deductible. Any of your training is going to be deductible. Just anything that goes into what makes you who you are and how you're able to make your money.
So any marketing, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And how about something like closing gifts?
Yeah, so it's limited to $50 per married couple or $25 per individual, so it's not a huge expense, but it is something. If you're getting a fruit basket for someone or something of that nature. But there are other avenues with mileage and things of that nature are going to be your best bet.
Okay. So I have teenagers, young adults, and I've heard things about that you can hire your kids. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so you do have the ability to hire your children, which the biggest thing about this is you have to document it. So, the last thing that we can do is, you think that you paid them a little bit or all that fun stuff. But if you actually are able to hire your kid maybe to help you with some marketing or to knock on doors for you or make some phone calls, you can pay them up to the standard deduction amount of about $12,600, give or take. And then you can give them a W-2. It comes out as an expense for you, and then it will get completely written off for them if they don't have any other income. So it's almost a $12,000 way that you can move money and pay your kid to help you out, but also get a tax break on the back end for it.
That is a great idea. And these kids, especially these teenagers, they can do social media like nobody else. And maybe some video editing. Maybe we can hire them for that. Well, thank you so much, Thomas, for these great tips. And remember, tax season's coming up.